Hello everyone, Carlos Flores back on basics. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. If you have a question, comment, feedback, if you have a suggestion, or if you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics. And on WhatsApp, you can type in at Back on Basics 9985. So, let's talk about being positive again. Why? Because as I walk around work, all around like grocery stores and different places, I see that people are not as positive as they often seem to be. And that's alarming to me because I think what we're doing is that we're taking on so much, right? Things are getting on top of our shoulders, and at some point we can't handle it. We can't handle all of it. Believe me, I've been going through stuff myself because there's changes that are taking place. Things may not be as positive in all aspects of your life, and so we have to make sure that we are ready to put in the work every day to move forward. Remember, moving forward is moving towards your goals. Does it have to be fast? No. Remember, life is not a race, it's a marathon. And so being able to focus on things that may bring you joy, may make you think, right? May make you do something physical, may balance your life, your mind, your body, and your emotions. I mean, there's so many different things. But remember, we have to understand this. This is one of the things that is kind of like a given. We as human beings tend to be negative most of the times, automatically. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that a lot of times we tend to see the negative thing and then we process and we get to either the neutral or the positive. And so we have to make sure that we're always processing, that we have to make sure that we're always, right, making sure that we're thinking positive, because it's hard. It's hard enough for others to be thinking negative, and then you start thinking negative yourself. Remember, there's people that are following you. There's people that are trying to get help from you. There's people in your support system that are relying on you, so that way you can give them that kind of like, that balance point of view. And so, and sometimes we can't, but there are times where we can, where we can focus, where we can get to where we want to get to. And so again, make sure that you're always focusing on positive aspects. I get it. Sometimes we're anxious, sometimes we're nervous, sometimes we're down, sometimes we question ourselves. But remember, right? We can't really punish us. You can't punish yourself just because you think that something is negative or something is not going according to what you think is happening or should be happening, without talking to your support system, without processing it, without making sure that you get it, right? You have to make sure to ask questions. You have to have a critical thinking mind, because if you don't critically think, then a lot of the things, you'll just take it for what it looks like, for what it is, and maybe it's not that way. So again, right? You have to have a focused mind, a focused body, focused emotions. And how do you get that? One of the things is to do the work that you need to do or you want to do every day, right? If you want to lose some pounds like I do, I mean, I'm still getting to the 200 pound range, then I got to put in the work. And guess what? Today we did 2 miles. It's not a lot, but it's 2 miles that I didn't do. other days, right? And so, and it's amazing because, again, it just builds and builds and builds, and your momentum gets going, and you get going. And so, you have to find the activities that make you move forward, that make you think positive, that make you have a positive state. There's a lot of different things. Like, for example, you know, when I do my breathing exercises, it just gets me going, right? It gets me focused. When I pray, when I meditate, when I talk to people, when I help people, that's like it makes me feel so positive that and the motivation that comes from that, that I want to do more and more and more. And so, uh, you know, helping others is one of the things that I love doing. And so that's the reason why I do these videos, because I want to make sure that I help you in any way possible. So I want you to make sure that when you're doing things, right, that when you're focusing on things, that you're always looking at it from the positive perspective. Remember, sometimes, uh, depending on where we're looking from, what direction we're looking from, it looks different. But remember that no matter what we're focusing on, no matter what direction, no matter which point of view, it's still the same in reality. It doesn't make one side more positive than the other, one more beautiful than the other. It doesn't. It always stays the same. So again, it's up to you to move forward and get this positivity going, to do the activities that you know get you moving forward. Like for me, listening to music can get me forward, can make me feel good, can make me just, just get motivated to do other things. So again, do the things you know are working for you. Stay positive and make sure that when you do the work, again the next day, and then you do it again the next day, and then you do it again the next day. And guess what? You're going to learn how positive can can actually get you to your goals, to your success, to keep your life balanced. Back on basics.